Okay. What? All right. Robert here from Three Guys at a Bar. I'm here with, of course, Lenny and Ben. It's April 28th, and we've had quite a week. Mr. Rogers.
Big New York
Mr.
week.
Rogers' neighborhood. Ben.
Big New York week.
Yep. Go ahead. Tell us all about how excited you are.
I'll defer to you guys on the hockey stuff because then I'll comment on everything.
That's
else.
going to be, that's Lenny. That's Lenny's
I'll
department.
take care of the hockey stuff.
But-
Me and Bobby.
Come on, let's, Aaron Rodgers. This is huge.
Well, like I said, I started when I came in. I says, you have to be happy with what happened as a Jet fan over the last few days.
My one of my new favorite people, Tiki Barber. Never really liked him as a player because I'm not a Giant fan, but I love him on the radio.
Thank you.
Hate his partner, but
Me too. I agree.
I think he's
Tiki said,
great.
"What? This is arguably one of the biggest free agent moves in NFL history for going all in on something.
Correct.
Love it."
Correct.
And first he had to get ayahuasca
And they are
in order
going,
to come here.
And they are
Did you see
going
that?
all in because if we don't at least get to the AFC Championship and hopefully win, is it all worth it? But you had to do it.
You had to do it, and it's apparently the 2-year contract that he had, and I don't know it all. I got some of it from my
No, just the
brother,
regular contract.
which is Bobby's father, that
Not yet.
it turned into a 3-year contract at $50 million for the 3rd year.
Who?
Rogers.
Didn't he like renegotiate already?
Well, that's part of the renegotiation.
What?
Additional $50 million for the 3rd year.
Whose option is it?
I
Is
think
it like
he-
guaranteed?
I don't know how much is guaranteed or not.
If he plays, he gets $50 million. Back.
Correct. Correct.
Okay, but I want to know something. Is his little trips to Costa Rica to take ayahuasca? Is that part of the deal? Did you see that?
Yeah, that's good for you. Clears your mind.
Yeah. That was the final straw before he made the deal, right? He had to go take the ayahuasca.
I'm going to be positive about Rodgers because I'm a Giant fan. I'm not a Jet fan, but I'm hoping that everything turns out well for them. Really, they haven't won in 50, 60 years.
No,
You gotta
I'm
root
there
for
too.
them.
I'm
You
there
gotta
too.
root for them.
I'm actually excited, and I'm not trying to make fun of Aaron Rodgers' spiritual journey with his ayahuasca. Okay, so this is amazing.
You gotta love everything he said. Listen, words are words. Don't mean nothing. But he said everything right. He respected Joe Namath. He didn't take the number.
Yeah, I like that.
He made that funny joke about the.
About the case looking so
I like
vacant.
that
He
stuff.
said it perfectly.
I like it all.
Correct.
Yeah.
There's
And-
nothing to complain about.
Hey,
If he is serious, I mean,
Why not?
that team is legit.
yeah.
Right now, as a Jet fan,
You know
if
something?
he stays here 3 years and you get one Super Bowl out
Oh,
of it,
come on.
perfect. That's all you have to get.
Well, he's got a harder time to go through than the NFC. Remember,
I
you're
know.
going through Burrow.
I know.
You're going through
Josh
Lamar
Allen's
Jackson,
Josh Allen's going on a down.
Patrick Mahomes.
Josh Allen's
I
over.
want to explain. We have Bobby here, an unofficial guest star. That's who you're listening to
And,
right there.
and Bobby's
Down at the end.
and Bobby's a Dallas Cowboy fan, so we can beat up on him pretty well.
Okay, all right. But so,
does,
isn't it
yeah.
interesting that Aaron Rodgers is a media personality and a colorful guy, just like Namath was, and it's kind of the. I'm not saying that the other quarterbacks in the middle weren't a little bit media people, but not anywhere like Broadway Joe and now Aaron Rodgers.
To me,
Colorful characters.
to me, we're thinking the fans, the NFL fans, are thinking that he's going to be equal to what he's always been during his MVP years. That's yet to be seen.
Well,
Hopefully, it is.
he got lucky.
What
he got lucky by the Heat beating the Bucks, just so you know. Because his first test was about to come up this Sunday. Because he's going to the Knicks game. And his girlfriend is the daughter of the owner of the Bucks.
Ah,
So if
so
we
he
were
skated.
playing, if we were playing the
Oh,
Bucks,
He lucked
Yeah.
out. You're right.
I was keeping an eye on that one.
So he's still with that girl.
Yeah, and she-
Look,
and-
you
and-
as a Jet fan,
and girl is the right word.
girl.
Because she's
All right, but
There'll be many girls
there
in the
will 'cause
upcoming
he's,
3 years.
he's like Broadway Joe.
Yes, he is.
Put that mink coat on him.
But he doesn't wear mink coats. He wears like
organic stuff.
LL
he's-
Bean stuff.
That's right. No, it doesn't go in line
the
with
Lou-
the spiritual
yeah.
journey he's on. That's right.
He's
Yeah.
really down to earth, which
Yeah.
I'm.
So, the only other comment is, you already brought it up, the draft. This morning, one
Here's my point.
on Get Up, the guy they were talking about how the Texans played the draft beautifully. The Texans potentially are part of why this other kid fell so much, because they might have put the leak out there that the kid who hasn't got drafted yet.
Oh, you mean the quarterback?
Yeah, Will
Texans
Levis.
Levis.
Texans kind of put it out there that they might draft him,
Uh,
but it was all smoke.
It was all smoke.
And Texans got exactly what they wanted, 2, and then they traded up for 3.
For
Got Will
3.
Anderson, and they used that as an example where the Jets
here's
were so pretty much obvious and clearly going to take an offensive lineman.
correct.
Who banged him?
Bill Belichick.
Bingo.
That's my point. He was sleeping, Douglas. He must. I don't know why he let Belichick screw him.
Once again,
Belichick got in before him.
Once
traded
again.
the 14th pick.
I saw the Pittsburgh and they
So the Jets went from 13 to 15. Belichick had 14. And because the Jets were 15 and Belichick 14, he traded it to Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh drafted the guy the Jets wanted. Basically, in a nutshell.
Yeah. Yeah.
so that's
To protect Rodgers. So yeah, you know.
that's the Jets. What did the Giants do?
cornerback.
Cornerback.
Oh, that's good.
And he got that's a very good one, right?
You
and they got the
needed
guy that what's his name wanted.
You
Who's the
needed-
defensive coordinator? Oh,
And you have a lot of picks. You have like at least a regular amount.
I
of
got
picks?
7 more. We got 2 extra. We gave one of the extra picks away and moving up 1 slot.
So now you go for wide receiver or line.
I hope we go for beef again. I want beef.
You always want line.
I want
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
Give me a line again. Then I think you're going to find. You notice in this year's draft, one running back was selected, and he was selected 9th, I think.
There was an interesting stat this morning, going back to Rodgers for a minute. The last, I don't know, like 20 first round picks. Aaron Rodgers was on a team. Obviously, 19 with Green Bay. I might be off a little bit. 1 with the Jets. 19 defensive players were taken,
Really.
and 1 offensive player. And the offensive player was the quarterback, who wasn't even someone that helped him. So in first round picks on the teams that he's always been on, was never an offensive
And never-
player
it was always
to
defensive.
help him.
Yeah.
And the Jets followed suit. I think it's a mistake. I like the player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think it was obviously it was the fallback position because even the ESPN commentators say, "Who's this guy?" Who's Tiki said, "Who's this guy?" when he heard it on the radio.
But I bet you he's going to be a stud, because this is what Douglas is good at.
He's a speed edge. Yes, we'll see. You're never going to know today whether this draft was
You
good.
can't reach there to take a lineman. You got outplayed. That's the problem.
Correct.
So I don't mind the pick. It's more getting outplayed.
I think this is more insurance for Quinnen Williams because remember he's in a contract
Come on,
year.
Let's not even talk.
Well, you better sign him, right? You got to.
What do you draft him for if you're not going to sign him?
Correct.
He's done everything he's supposed to do.
All pro, whatever it is, you got to sign him now.
That one will piss me off, big time.
What are you gonna?
But he's interior though.
Yeah,
This guy can't replace Quinn Williams.
no,
Linebacker on the outside.
but and nor should he replace him. He's just there to give pass rushing. They want to rotate in and out, 7, 8, 9 guys, just like a lot of teams want to do now.
Did you release this thing to like Westchester? Is that why we're slow? Because people are not coming here anymore because of this podcast?
No, this is global. Yeah. This is Ben, who you just heard him. He's going to be pissed off. Jet Brass, you better be careful. Our grumpy member, he might be. And we're here at the beautiful Red Hat on the River, and it's bad weather day, so it's a little slow. And that's grumpy
come on
statement
down.
number 2. So come on down.
All right, so
Come on down.
now that we have an overview for the
Yeah.
draft,
Yeah.
you want to go right to baseball?
Yeah, let's go to my little baby Yankees with their
seriously?
babies. Yes.
What do you
Yeah,
want
come
to
on.
continue on the draft?
Yeah,
the top
it's
story
not.
in the
It's not.
city right
It's
now?
not football season yet. We got the draft going.
What's the top story in the city right now? Come on.
The draft.
Yeah, but
Who you want to talk about? The
I wanna talk-
Cowboys? You want to talk about the Cowboys?
no.
Are you guys out of your mind?
I want to talk about my little baby Yankees, who can't
Yeah.
seem to stay
What do you want?
on the field.
Who's playing Sunday at 1 o'clock?
Oh my God. Oh,
Oh, okay. He wants to go to basketball. I'm sorry. You're right. No.
we're gonna go there.
Those,
That,
those
that
of
is-
us, those of us that cannot see,
Bobby can't speak.
that is admittedly, that's right. That is admittedly
is-
the top story.
he
That
is 100% correct.
And I'm with Ben. I'm a Knick fan, but we talk about baseball a lot because that's how we all first engaged. So let's talk about baseball first. Judge, it's
What do they say?
gonna look-
I just
a
heard the
week,
radio.
a week, some hip feel, something.
And was
in
it
the hip.
on the regular? I didn't pay attention too much, but like they're saying like he shouldn't have played. Is that all bullshit?
No, that's all bullshit.
Yeah.
He's gonna play. Judge is not gonna not play. Maybe he's a little nicked up.
That's the type of kid that guy is. He wants to play.
So he's gonna pay for it too. So this is not a big deal, most likely.
I don't know.
That's-
I don't know. With those guys with their tight muscles that are seem to always be straining them like
Watch this, Bobby.
somebody that I won't name, Carl Stanton.
Well, put it this way: Stanton and Judge are both unavailable to play. Big surprise.
And they're facing
Big
DeGrom.
surprise.
They're facing DeGrom.
Now that was I going to say.
Where is it?
Today in Texas, tonight in
In
Texas.
Texas.
Correct.
I'll fall asleep before
And
that.
who the Yankees pitch? Do you know?
Is DeGrom pitching well?
Well, he's 2-0. He's pretty.
I think it's Brito who has been following Cole.
Yes.
I think it's Brito.
Yes.
Yeah. No.
Clark Schmidt.
As my
Schmidt, Clark Schmidt.
Schmidt tonight?
Yeah.
Oh, and then
Clark
Brito
Schmidt.
tomorrow. Okay.
Steak.
All right.
Schmidt
So.
against the ground.
All right. All right. So, here's the thing. John Sterling.
Bread and butter?
No, I'm good.
Ketchup and hot sauce, please.
John Sterling, to paraphrase, almost quote him, he said the other day, he said, one of the things about greatness is staying on the field.
Being great, correct.
Yeah.
Do we need another ketchup or should it be enough?
Give us another.
What doesn't seem to happen? See, we really are at the bar. One thing that doesn't happen with Stanton, who's only played 40% of the games since he's been signed, is he can't stay on the field.
I mean, he's missed 60.
Judge, huh?
He missed 60%?
60%, yeah.
Wow.
Judge, he was healthy all last year, but I kept looking for that moment when this happens, where he tweaked something, oblique injury, whatever, we'll see. But they're not. I love watching. I mean, I think that the rookies. I think we got something going with the kids on the team. That's what I think, and that's what's the most interesting thing to watch right now.
I do like, was it Oswald Cabrera or Peraza that's the one you could play anywhere? Because he reminds me of.
I think it's Cabrera that you can put almost anywhere.
No, I'm not sure that's why. Because I know.
Peraza, yeah, there's Peraza, Cabrera, and of course there's Volpe, who's a shortstop.
No, I love Volpe, but I think Cabrera is the guy that you definitely need. He reminds me of a very versatile player years ago. I don't know if you remember Ben Zobrist. Zobrist used to hit 280, but he could play anywhere. He was second, third, left field, right field. That's the kind of guy you need on every team.
I hate it.
McNeil could be like that, but I don't think McNeil is that good at third.
He's not what?
I'm comparing Ben Zobrist to like Oswald Cabrera. He can play second and third in the outfield. He can
I
play-
like Cabrera.
I do.
Yeah,
And
he's
you
a-
know who's tearing up AAA? Mauricio.
Well,
Tearing it up.
Well,
They started putting him at second now.
Yeah.
how?
What do you say?
Back to the Yankees.
yeah.
What's Volpe doing?
He's good. He looks like he's the emerging talent in this league.
Are you
Belongs
watching
in
a
the
lot?
league.
Do you watch a lot of games?
I watch or listen to every one of them.
I don't think he's a shortstop.
What do you think he is?
Well,
Second?
a lot of people think that his arm isn't as
He doesn't
strong.
have an arm. It's like he's putting every single ounce of
So,
his energy into
well,
a
you're
throw.
right. Because Peraza has the better arm.
Yeah.
But didn't we kind of say that about Jeter? And then Jeter just figured it out.
Jeter figured it out.
Jeter just always got the ball there. It was 1 inch, but he always got it there in time.
Yes, he did. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I feel that I watch my team with the same excitement in some ways, but also I'm looking at it as a very mildly inspired year. I'm sorry, Aaron Boone. I respect you as a person. You're also a baseball family. You Boones are like lifelong baseball, people. But I'm not sure that you're firing up your team and inspiring them the way that I
If you
believe.
want to be doom and gloom, hey buddy. The Mets and the Yankees, neither one of them are better than they were last year. Not right now.
Not right now. That's true.
No.
Yeah. That is true. Well, tell me, guys. I'm the Yankee fan in this group. Tell me anything else that you think that our audience wants to maybe take in about your feelings about the Mets.
Let the kids play.
Let the kids play.
Alvarez has got to play.
Uh-huh.
It's time to cut Vogelback.
Get rid of Vogelback. Bring up. How's Vientos doing? I think Vientos needs to come up before. Vientos needs to replace Vogelback. No, he's a righty, right?
Well, you could always platoon Mauricio and Vientos because they're both, one is lefty, one is righty. And then also Mauricio, I think, is a switch hitter, so you could put him in the field once in a while.
And, yeah. Okay.
What the Braves do?
Uh-huh.
Bring them up.
Yeah. The Braves. Yeah. Unafraid to do that.
You have enough veterans to handle the kids. I think. Beatty's legit.
Look, Beatty 3 for 3 last night.
Beatty is a baseball player.
No doubt. But the problem with the Mets is going to be pitching. pitching.
Yeah. When's
they're gonna be
Verlander?
healthy.
When's Verlander coming up? 2026. When's he going to be healed?
Joe Beningo actually said he wanted to put up a bet. Who would he see first? Aaron Rodgers traded to the Jets or Verlander pitch for them?
Well.
Mets pitching is underwhelming.
Scherzer goes Monday, I think, right? Yeah.
Great, it's still underwhelming. His best start of the year. Way too many pitches. What do you go, 5 innings?
Yeah, but they put him in a lot of 3-2 counts.
So
He puts himself in the 3-2 counts.
And as all said and done, do you believe that he messed around, or do you believe that he was innocent and was treated unfairly by the league with the suspension?
he was doing everything he's been doing forever.
I don't think he used any different substance,
Correct.
but he manipulated how to use the substance, thinking, I'm using a legal substance, but he created the scenario with the alcohol and all that.
It's a legal substance, the rosin, but you can use it illegally.
Buck knew it.
Yeah, that's why he's so quiet.
Yeah, Buck. You can always just look at Buck's reactions to things and what he protests and what he doesn't. Yeah. All right, that's fair enough. That's our man Buck. I want Buck to take the train over to my side of town. That's what I want.
Yeah, he wanted it too.
Yeah, he wanted it too.
He wanted it real bad. They were never going to go with him. Not that organization.
But Cashman knew he couldn't control Buck.
Yeah, with manager Cashman.
So this
over
was
there.
a discussion the other day on the radio. It used to be 10 or more years ago. It was like the Yankees and everyone else, right? Remember that philosophy? The way they ran the team.
It used to be. Yep.
Right now,
More.
that mentality in terms of how an organization is run from top to bottom, are the Yankees in the top 5?
What?
Who's number 1?
Who's number one? Well,
Give
here's
or take.
Now, you're
Houston,
talking about baseball-wise or sports in general?
baseball. Like the operations of the team.
look. How do you not put Tampa in
The
there?
Rays, the Rays, in there,
Houston,
right?
79.
Houston, Tampa Bay,
Tampa, Atlanta,
Atlanta.
even the Cards.
Cards,
Okay, that's 4.
LA,
5.
and then I think the next two teams are. Oh, I think the Mets are right
Mets
there
are in there.
now.
Mets are there. Mets are up there.
Listen, Mets have stuff to prove, but our owner is legit.
Yeah.
There is no doubt about it.
I'm sorry to tell you that I agree 100%, and that they are not where they used to be, and it used to be just the envy of baseball. You know, when we have Bernie here as a guest, we'll talk about that.
We'll
a
have
little bit.
Bernie here too.
We'll talk about his feeling for the organization, for Gene Michael, for
Who,
for
who
Buck.
really is the architect?
Yeah. Watson, all these great minds. I think it's a long road this year for me, but we'll see. We'll see.
Robert, we better let the maestro talk about the Knicks.
Grumpy? Yes, we had no. Listen, I'm with him on this. We all are. All right. We are. All right. Let's go. Let's go, Knicks. So here we go.
I got my buddy
Series
over here.
2.
Mike Stoop, our buddy over here, our insurance broker, big Met fan. He's one of the games tonight. I'm talking. I said I'm in the Knicks mode right now. He goes, I gave up watching basketball years ago. Can't watch it anymore, and I get that. Because if anyone ever listens to this, that's important. You know I told you my philosophy on how to make the NBA good again. The 3-point line only goes.
Well, you told me,
It
get rid
only,
of the
it
strip.
only goes
Yeah.
from the top. It only goes the arc. The 3-point line
It
goes,
doesn't-
it goes away on the baseline.
It doesn't go on the
on the
baseline.
side. Because that's the chip shot that an average NBAer can hit all day long.
Yeah. Okay. Interesting.
But I told my friend
That's
Mike,
very
I said,
innovative.
you got to watch the Knicks again because they're exactly what you think you're missing.
Yeah,
They're,
yeah.
they're old school basketball.
Oh,
They
yeah.
are.
And they're well coached.
Yep.
And they rebound and they
Yep.
play defense.
Yep.
And they sit there. The coach sits the freaking star.
Yeah.
In the playoffs, he benches their star. I mean, come on, that's good stuff.
I love it. I love it. So
I was
far.
thinking about this last night. With everything on TV, I had the Mets, I had the draft, I had the Rangers. I says, if I had one, if you had one, if you guys had one, what's the one team that you each root for? Mets would win the championship.
Mets.
What is the one team?
No doubt about it.
And
Not
if you
even
pick the
close
one
to me.
team, the other teams don't win. Good question, right?
Ah, yeah.
That's a kick ass. What do you say?
That's a rough one.
That's a rough one.
To me, it's Mets, Jets, Knicks. As much as I love the Knicks.
You mean you picked the Jets over the? I guess you have to.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That would be pretty fun because
Oh, wait,
I can go back. I can remember the feelings of the Ryan and Mark Sanchez run, being at those. You know more than me. Like
Yeah.
when your football team is getting towards the end of the championship game, then it's. I mean, there's
Like I told you.
that's a pretty great feeling.
I'm a lot older than you guys. There was a point in my life where I didn't think the Giants would ever win a Super Bowl, ever.
Yeah.
And I says,
you got two.
just let them win one.
Yeah.
And they won 4.
Yeah.
So
Or
yeah, Giants won 4, and they lost 1.
You know, wait. Let's not derail for a second. Let's stay with the Knicks, and let's talk about the next series, and let's forecast ahead. How do we feel about their chances? Things don't get easier, right? So, what do we think?
Maestro, please.
50-50 with Miami. I think the Knicks are slightly better. Their coach is one of the best coaches in the history of the game, I think.
Who?
Spoelstra? Come on.
Well, he's coaching Miami still. He's still there.
Yeah.
He is
Wow.
no joke.
Yeah.
They're well coached. They got some talent. Who did they lose? Hero? Hero's out, right?
Yes.
So that hurts them. They got the guy who's about to retire.
Forward.
Who's yeah, he's like a forward. He's about to retire. And I hate to see like this turn into like his like
Who's got Swanson?
Udonis.
Udonis Haslam.
Yeah,
They have him.
and he's about to retire. And he's like a Miami like cult hero. I think this goes. It goes 6 or 7. It definitely.
Definitely
goes
going to go 6, but I think the Knicks have the
Knicks have
charm.
home court
right
advantage. That's big.
I think that they're the ones that have the slight Cinderella feeling right now, and they're playing. Now that they've gotten past that first series, their confidence is sky high, and they're going to carry that energy.
Are they definitely
Sure.
playing Miami?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's done.
Because I know the 2 seed is left and Philadelphia's.
No, they're playing.
Celtics-
They're playing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Betty.
Ah.
They finalized that last night, but okay.
Hola Roberto,
Yeah.
how are you?
That's Betty, folks. She's famous around here.
Do you know this person? She said she might have already interviewed here.
Wow.
She
So,
worked at the Jazz Forum. That's why I asked you.
Where's Golan? Where's the son? You what?
yeah. No, see, we're still on. We're
All
on.
right, we're
we're
still
on
good.
the air. We're on the air. I say the Knicks in 6. That's where I'm going.
Oh no.
That's
You're
what threw
right.
me off today.
He went rogue today. He went rogue today.
I'll say Knicks in 7.
Knicks in 7. Okay. All right.
That's going to be
I gotta go with Ben. What did Ben feel?
Bobby, our
If
guest
he's
star
on it.
says
He's
Knicks
Ben
in
is on it.
I think Knicks win, but I think 7 too.
I'm going to stick with 6. Well, that's certainly
love-
phenomenal. Yeah.
I love hearing everyone talk about how amazing the Garden is again.
Yeah,
Because
and
it
that's
really
right.
is.
Yeah, it is. It's quite a
For basketball, we haven't had this. We had that one series with Carmelo.
Yeah.
They won like one game and like they threw like they had like fireworks going off. It was embarrassing. And then before that, it was back when it was Knicks Miami anyway.
yeah. So this is
But if
totally.
we can get past Miami, Boston does not scare me at all.
Wow.
Not because they're not.
Wow.
Wow, is right.
Because they're not.
You know what that means now? You go into the finals.
But what I'm saying is not because they're not talented. We always play well. Against
Match up
Boston.
against them well. Yeah, that's true.
Agreed.
Always play well against them. They never dominate us, even when they're better.
Yeah. Right. Right. Well, it's starts Sunday 1 o'clock, right? That's the first game.
So after
about
you just
hockey?
listen.
Oh yeah, we gotta go. We're going there next, folks.
But just to finalize this, so after you sang the Knicks praises, you're still rather the Jets win the Super Bowl, other than the Knicks win the championship. Wow, that silence you hear is
Yeah.
Ben thinking.
Yeah.
No. Mets are number 1.
Mets, really?
I told you that already. I said Mets number 1.
yes, he did. He said that.
Wow.
We got to rewind?
I thought you said Jets. I thought you said Jets.
Yeah. Yeah. Lenny, he did. He did. He said that. Yeah. All right, but Lenny, you, the floor is yours right now. What the F? The Rangers looked like they were beginning to sail through, and now suddenly the momentum has changed dramatically. What is going to happen there?
They're very, very, very disappointed. The coach hasn't made any adjustments.
Oh,
What's his name?
Galan.
Galan.
you know hockey now?
To
Yeah, Ranger series.
yeah, any adjustment
Yeah.
to Lindy Ruff's changes that he made. They haven't played well,
Yeah.
and even if they win, wow, I wouldn't put winning past them. If they win Game 6 at home tomorrow, then they'll have to play one game. Anybody can win the one game on Monday night, and they'll get by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah.
But don't forget, the Devils were the better team all year anyway. It's not like they're losing to a fourth place or a wild card team. They're losing to the division champ.
Younger and faster team, right?
Correct.
Yeah. So that one, what do we predict out of that?
My understanding is it's going to be Islanders versus Rangers. We had a miracle weekend.
I wish that was the case. Both the Islanders and the Rangers are trailing 3-2. They're both facing elimination. So we're not going to know. We'll know before the next podcast. What do you think? Keep going. Keep going.
I've been a Ranger fan all my life with hockey. I can tell you this one hurts. This guy standing on his head. This goalie, Schmieder. This guy standing on his head. It's like he's
Schmid.
it's almost like he's the next Brodeur when he's standing on his head. You gotta cause traffic to the net and beat this trap. I hope they win. I'm predicting they're gonna win, but it's gonna be a rough game.
Actually, who plays tonight?
What?
They both play tonight? No, Islanders play.
No, just the Islanders play tonight. Tomorrow night, the Rangers play.
But wouldn't you consider this one of the most potent New York sports weekends
Yeah, it's a big one.
in years?
It was.
Years?
Usually I flip from station to station. I couldn't do it. There was too many things on the air between the Mets, the Yankees,
Yeah.
the draft. I said, you know what? I'm just going to put one on and just ride it through.
Yeah.
This is New York sports. This is what makes New York sports so great. Nowhere
right.
else in the world or in
Right.
the country anyway.
Oh, you are so correct.
Well, there's not a team that's terrible right now.
No, not at all. Not at all.
The Nets are the worst, and they made the playoffs.
And they lost their stars.
And the only team that didn't make the playoffs were the Jets, and no
Right.
one improved more than the Jets.
But they will this year. They are making the playoffs. They're going pretty far. So could be a clean
Better.
Yeah. A clean sweep of our teams all at least getting
Is
into the
there any
playoffs.
chance
Except for
Go ahead.
not that
Zach Wilson becomes a quarterback after like sitting behind Rodgers for 2 years?
you never know. He's gonna learn from somebody truly great and it's gonna rub off on him in some way. Right?
Wow. I think the reason he's still on the team is because the numbers made sense. The numbers he has left, Roger coming over for 2
You
years.
can't cut him. You can't cut a first round.
You
pick.
can't cut him inexpensively. Yes. You cut him, if you decide to cut him next year, after this year, it's a problem.
Who's the backup? It's not him. There's another guy, right?
There's another guy that,
He's like always been Rodgers' backup.
correct,
Yeah.
correct.
Never really plays.
Yeah.
That's why,
But
He gets his ayahuasca
He knows
form.
he knows Hackett's system.
that's why I was saying, I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets picked this, what's his name, Levi.
Oh, Levis.
Yeah, Levis, whatever his name. In third
Sounds like
round.
it sounds like he's a little maybe too much of a
Or what?
handful.
What do
I
you
don't think
mean?
that's what the Jets need.
When you say handful, what do you mean?
He just sounds like it's a little bit too much about him and the social media,
All right.
and this and that, and it's like,
I mean, he's like Rodgers.
well, he's not like Rodgers because Rodgers is.
He's like Rodgers in the
The
media,
greatest
but
player
not
ever.
like Rodgers in the field.
It'll be interesting to see who takes that kid.
Who?
I mean, he's gonna have a chip on his shoulder, that's for sure.
I think he's going to be one of those kids that don't get selected who's really going to do well. I don't know who's going to pick him.
Watch, this is Belichick.
I thought that's what they're going to, when they moved up, I thought that's what they're going to do.
Belichick orchestrated the whole thing. Watch.
You may be right. Next week when we do the cast, he's going to be right. I'm
Yeah.
gonna predict.
All right. Well,
Belichick is going to pick him with an early draft
Yeah.
in the second round.
yeah.
Because he
See.
never liked Mac. What's
Right,
it,
you
Mac
got
Jones?
it. You got it here first, folks. So you
do
know
you
what?
think?
Yeah.
I said a Bucks take.
The Bucks. That's another team.
All right. Well, here's what I got to say. We predicted a lot of things. We talked a lot of things. This was a very lively week.
Correct.
So we'll see how our predictions pan out, and
we recap it
yeah,
tomorrow.
we'll be glued like all of you out there this weekend. All right. So at Red Hat on the River,
What happens this weekend?
Carla Bernay is singing.
we see if our predictions.
Next win, game one.
Yeah.
Knicks win game 1
Yeah.
on Sunday.
Yeah. Rangers win.
Hockey.
Rangers win their game 6.
I'm going to say Game 7. I'm going to say they're going to win tomorrow, and then Monday we're going to see Game 7. Anything can happen in Game 7.
Mets, Braves. What do we do?
Mets game, there's a 4-game series with bad weather.
Is it Monday?
Yeah, play Monday too. That's Scherzer's day.
If we split, I'd be happy.
If they
Yeah.
split, I'll be happy. And when I say they split, there's no way they're playing 4 games. If they split 1-1.
Beat the Grom for us tonight. And
That, it's not going to happen.
Correct.
It's not going to happen.
We're rooting
that's
for
the
the-
only. That's the only prediction I'm making about the Yankees right now.
All the Red Hat Met fans will be rooting for the Yankees.
Yeah. I get it, but I don't think it's going to happen. We'll see. All right. So for Lenny, for Ben, I'm Robert. We're going to sign off until next week from Red Hat on the River. Have a great week, everyone.